What's going on, guys? It is Thursday, February 7th, and we have a nice little slate going on tonight. I'm actually recording this early in the morning on Thursday morning. The game's just ended. I just finished doing the research for tonight's slate, so I want to get some content up early. I didn't have a chance to put some up earlier today as far as video content and a little I like to go into more depth on the videos than I can when I post on Instagram and Twitter, but I wanted to get this up early as as early as possible so I can get this up for you guys, get some info out there. The only issue is Vegas hasn't laid out the lines for most of the games yet. We have a 6-game slate tonight, and the only line that we have out right now is for the Spurs Trailblazers game. That was the late night hammer for tonight, so I don't have as much information as I'd like to go off of because I do like to use the Vegas spreads and over-unders while planning for the games, but I'm going to go into picks with what I have and then update during the day on my social media feed. So follow me on Twitter and Instagram at the DFS Picks. Also, if you haven't subscribed already, subscribe to the YouTube channel and hit the bell so that you get alerts when I drop new content. And if you like the picks, thumbs ups are always appreciated. If you want to join the team and get premium content on top of the free content that I put out just about every day, it is $10 for the week or $30 for the month. So just shoot me a message on Instagram or Twitter or leave a comment below and I will get with you on that. So we'll get into the picks for tonight. There are a lot of different ways that this can play out. Like I said, the lines aren't all out yet. And a lot of the stuff that I like to play on is having close games and making sure that those games are close so that the players get their full run of minutes. And that's why I use the Vegas spreads. So let's go on and start out with point guard. Westbrook is up there at 11-3 against Memphis. I don't love his spot, so that's not something I'm looking at particularly. What I wanted to do, I do like Kyrie, but I really like Damian Lillard. He's going up against San Antonio, and San Antonio down Derek White, so he's not playing. He's going to be out for a little while. Bryn Forbes is probably going to take his spot, and Damian Lillard against a not really a number one point guard is going to be a great spot. They are Forbes is 79th out of 100 in individual defensive stats, and Lillard is averaging 53 and 3/4 DK points in 2 games this season against San Antonio, and on top of that, he's at home. Lillard, everyone plays better in closer games, but Lillard is really a closer, and his upside is going to be if this game is close towards down the stretch. So he's more so than the others. I'm looking at this game being close, and good thing that we have the lines out already. It's a 5-point spread, so Portland's favored by 5, and then the over-under is 227.5. So it's going to be a high-scoring game and close. At least Vegas is telling us that, relatively close at least. So I like him in this spot. So going forward, we'll stay at the guard position, and we'll go with Kyle Lowry at where do you go? Oh, I've got to go to. Sorry about that. Go down to the guard position. So Lowry going up against Atlanta. Atlanta just awful against guards, especially point guards. If you go back to, it's not going to be within the last 10 games, but he has played twice against the Hawks this season, averaging 52 points. Trae Young is going to be playing defense on him, and Trae Young is 94th out of 95th out of in an individual point guard defensive stats. So Lowry is in a really good position. He plays marginally better on the road, paced up against the Hawks. So it's a really good spot for him, and especially at 7,100, he can crush value at that price. So we'll go on and stick at the guard spot. We'll go to shooting guard and go to Lou Williams. So Williams is going to play an Indians team that they just blew out the Lakers at home. And they're playing actually their third game in 4 nights. They're coming off a back-to-back. That's the second part of their back-to-back. And they're going to play a Clippers team who just lost Tobias Harris in that trade. So it's not going to directly affect Lou Williams. It just gives him a little bit of bump up. But he's had GPP value at this salary in 3 of the last 4. And he's just playing really well. He's not even priced up that much. 7,400, 73, 7,000, 72. He's been around this price, and he's just crushed this value for the better part of 2 weeks, pretty much since Gallinari has been out. Now Gallinari is possibly coming back. He's questionable for this game. I mean, if he's not there, I love the increase in usage for Williams. I don't love how it's going to affect most likely how close the game is. But we'll see how that rolls out when the Vegas spreads come out. But either way, his usage has been just out the roof. I wish I had that stat in front of me, but he's I think he's top 5 in the last 10 games as far as usage on the court when he's out there. So really good. His minutes have been up all in the 30s with Gallinari out, and I don't see that changing even if Gallinari comes back this game. So I like Williams a lot here. And then for the last pick, I like a couple of guys on Boston, but we'll go with go here to the power forward and go with Al Horford. So nothing crazy here with Al Horford. He's been really just solid in the last 4 at this price. He's hit cash value last 3 of the last 4, and really going back to those 3 games, really 6 out of the last 7. And he's really just been a solid piece of the Boston team, really doing it in a lot of different categories. His assist game has been up the last 2 games, 8 assists, 9 assists, blocks down low. He's really doing it in a variety of ways and not just scoring and shooting. And that just really helps his consistency. So I don't expect a ton out for him, but for cash games, he's just a solid piece to rack up some points. And he does have a little bit of upside given that the Lakers are just really bad against big men. So, he could come outside. Zubac is going to start for the Lakers most likely. He is questionable, but most likely he's going to start. And he's too slow to stay with Horford outside. So I could see him just shooting outside, getting in the corner, shooting threes, and then pump faking into driving inside and dishing, going out to Kyrie, that kind of thing. His usage has been solid with Kyrie in as well, which was kind of a concern that Kyrie would just take over and go one-on-one, but that hasn't really been the case in the last couple weeks. So I like him as just kind of a solid piece in the mix. So those are the 4 guys I'm looking at. There are some other guys based on information coming out, injuries and all that kind of stuff that might change things tomorrow. One person before I dip out, that I do want to go out over, Marcus Gasol is going to be out tomorrow. Let me just make sure that is still the case. I saw that earlier. Yeah, so he's going to be out. He did make the trip to OKC. So Ivan Robb is going to start again. So it might be Ivan Robb chalk night again. Not as much as it was on Tuesday when he was priced down at 3,600. He's up to 5,100, but I'm going to take a longer look at his usage when he's on the court and Gasol's off and the players that are going to be starting tomorrow with Anderson back and all that. And so I'll do some research during the day, but the 2 games he's started the one at home against Minnesota, and there was one earlier in the year. I think it was that 30-point game against Toronto. He scored 30 points, 30 and 41. So even at 5,100, he still hits value. Not you wanted to be in the 3,000s, but even at 5,100, he should be a solid play. But we'll take a look at that. But that's where I'll leave things for right now. Like I said, follow me up on Twitter and Instagram at the DFS Picks. If you want to join the team, it's only $10 for a week, $30 for a month, and we've just been on a roll. Going back to last night's games, hit a 312 and a quarter, just crushed just about everything. The one thing that I guess the worst thing out of the night was I bumped up because I had some extra space on the Bulls to Robin Lopez instead of going with Podol. That was just kind of because I had space, and the trade kind of opened up room with Portis not being there. But other than that, everything just hit fire last night with the picks, with the core group, and with the extra picks and the premium picks and all that. So if you do want to join the team, just shoot me a message. And if you have any questions or comments, leave them in the comments section below. All right, thanks, guys. Hope you're having a great day.